Hello, friends. Thank y'all for tuning in to the show tonight. I'm Bernard Watts of with Sports Talk with B Watts Entertainment. And tonight we also got yours truly, Greg said it right there off YouTube, bringing you the best in content creator over there on YouTube for Coach Prime and Colorado tonight. So tonight broadcast is also brought to you by Senior Living. Senior Living. We want to thank them for sponsoring the show tonight. And when I bring Greg up, he'll let you know more about it. But if you would like to contact number for it, it's 404-593-0877. Also, if you would like to sponsor or advertise during this show, all you got to do is contact me. It's at the bottom of the screen at cbwatts1 at aol.com. Once again, thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section if you don't mind. We thank all of you for tuning in and the one who's going to watch the replay. Only thing we ask that you do on Greg Says channel, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, Sports Talk will be Watts Entertainment. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate each and one of you who take out the time to watch us live and also watch it on the replay. All right? All right. Now, let's get down to business, guys. And bring up the man himself. Let's see. Oh, that's on me. I gotta do what I got need to do. Down to the stage. Here we go. What's up, Doc?
What's going on?
Oh man, been a long day for me. Sure have, but I'm here. By the grace of God. All right, Doc.
Yeah.
Uh, look like Colorado's at it again, man. Coach Prime continued to hit that transfer portal. They brought in a running back from Arkansas. He's 6'2", 210 pounds. He got 3 years of eligibility left. His name is, I think, Isaiah Augustin. And looked like he did a good job over there at Arkansas as a freshman. So, how have you heard about this guy they brought in, and what do you know about him? What do you think gonna add to the running back room for Colorado?
I just heard about him maybe not too long ago, a couple hours or so. But I'm, like I say, it doesn't hurt, as far as depth. We've seen what can happen in the spring game. We had two running backs out. We had to put Hodge back there. So I
Right,
know any given moment where it's just nicks and nats, you could easily have two people hurt. So the fact that you brought in two running backs to kind of replace what you had, and also to have Welch there with the potential of Hood. I don't know what Hood is going to be able to do. I know he had some injuries that he came back from last year, and also he just getting there, so he wasn't there, and like Welch was there. But to have those pieces is help. Have this new running back his size, he can still grow. He can get up to probably 220, 225, maybe by another year or so. So he can have a chance on the back end to be as big as the running back that left or didn't never come. So
right,
I don't get much into, the way this game is set up now about where the players could be with the eligibility, because we know every year they can jump the way it is now. But they do
right,
have eligibility, all the running backs can be here another
right.
3 years.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. It's hard to go off that right now. Let me ask you, Bill, man. Them guys jumping in that portal left and right, man. Depends on you train coach or depends on where they at on the depth chart, anything, chasing the bag of anything. So, but looking at the running back room, it was good they added another piece, especially an extra 200 pounds, just in case the injury happened. But there's still some question out there. I keep talking to people. People keep talking to me also. Are we really going to run the ball? That's the question you get every week. That's the question we have to ask ourselves every week. But in order to be successful, you got to run the ball. And I'm sure Coach Prime them know that. And I'm sure they will too. But when you got a All-American quarterback, he's good as Shador. Do you keep the ball in his hand 60% of the time and run it 40% of the time, or 70% of the time and run it 30% of the time? Can they be successful if they treat the season offensively like they did last year in the Big 12 this year?
Well, it's sad to keep having this conversation. I mean, just off of 1 year Coach Prime coaching, all the years he's coached, it never was a conversation about running the ball. He come over here 1 year over here with Sean Lewis, and now it's like he never ran the ball.
Right.
Like it's silly to ask this man who's in the NFL, who's in the Hall of Fame, about the importance of running the ball. Like it's just crazy, man. It's just bizarre that you think that he don't want to run the ball.
Right.
I mean, Savion Wilkinson didn't come over here to not run the ball. He was over 1,000-yard rusher at Jackson State. You know, they've had a running game the whole time Coach Prime was at Jackson State. So why in the world do you go off of 1 year and say they're not going to throw the ball because Shador, this is fourth year of college. All the years Shador has been a quarterback, they ran the ball. So why make this silly comment? It's just silly. Will he run the ball now? The intelligent question would be how much, and I think that would be based off of how much they need to run the ball. Let's be real. I mean, you have a guy like you say at the quarterback with all the weapons he got. It's almost like this Michael Vick theory I have.
Okay.
Michael Vick was the first running quarterback of this modern era that really just got dogged out because he had such an advantage. He had to stand in the pocket. Now Lamar Jackson, all them living off of what Michael Vick did. Now they're like, oh, he can run. They never gave Vick credit because every time he ran all over people, I bet you can't throw the ball. I bet you can't stay in the pocket. They always wanted to make it a negative, his strength. If Colorado's strength is throwing the ball, you just mad you can't stop it. That's all. Like, what's the problem? If they throw the ball, that's not your problem. They throw the ball 70% of the time. Why do you care if it's working? You know, the problem is if it's not working and you throwing the ball. I mean, the man, the man was a top-rated quarterback with no line last year. So they better be worried about if his line do half as good as last year, they're gonna win at least 9-10 games off of that alone. Even if the defense. Last year's defense was subpar, right?
Right.
And yet they was in all their games except 2.
Right.
With a subpar defense and no offense. So where that conversation at? See, everybody want to throw around 4 and 8, but how many of those 8 games they could have won? Not everybody could have won. No, not everybody could win. Well, they could have lost the other 2. Yeah, they could have. But how many of those games could they have won, including the ones they did win with a subpar line? So while you keep talking about this run game, you better be worried about this pass game that nobody has stopped yet, especially with a line.
That's a good point, Greg. That's a good point.
Because all they gonna do is run up the score on you, and then what you gonna do? You can come back against this defense.
Yep. Come back. They got to come back the other way.
They got to come back against Shadoze.
Yeah.
You're going to have to throw the ball. If you see, that's what nobody's talking about. If Shador get out there with Wester, Will Shepherd, Omari Miller, all on the field at the same time, Travis Hunter, Jimmy Horn, if you get out there and run up the score, like this person just said, Colorado was also the most penalized, which we clearly talked about. I know I talked about. How do you become the most penalized? Are you really that much less disciplined than everybody? They get a little flag happy with you. They're going to need them flags to stop Colorado, just like they stopped them in Utah. They're going to need 3-4 touchdowns a game, and it's going to have to be blatant because I don't see you having enough DBs to cover Wester, Shepherd, Jimmy Horn, Omari Miller. I don't see you stopping all of them. So a subpar run game would be a problem because you're going to be too busy trying to cover them. If you have a decent line. If you have a sorry line, they're just going to bum rush you like they did last year.
That's good. That's a good point. And like you said, that offensive line hold up like it's supposed to do, like give Shadua a half of a second off of last year or another second.
We don't
They're gonna be
have
unstoppable, man.
260-pound linemen this year. We don't have 260-pound, 270-pound guards like Bailey last year on skates getting pushed to like he
Yeah,
roller skating at the rolling ring. We don't have that. We got guys coming over here 340, 350. We really can throw them at guard, really push them in the backfield.
boy.
We got Kirkland coming over here, couldn't wait at 340. He couldn't wait. He 360 when he want to be.
Yeah, I talked to somebody close to him. Say he down to 350. Say he looking good. Say he coming to start.
He 350 at couldn't wait.
At 6'6" at that.
Yeah. So you gonna tell me? And I don't see he was a real deal in high school. That's how he got known at them camps, putting everybody on the ground.
Okay.
So I think Cheryl C put out somebody. I mean, these little reels, showing what they did. So at the worst case scenario, we got enough 350, 340 linemen that if we can have personnel packages. We want to go big in the middle, we can go big in the middle because that's where the pressure was coming from.
Yeah, up the middle at that guard.
Right up the middle. So what you gonna do now? That's an extra second right there. Just the fact that you ain't gonna put and push him in the backfield.
Right.
So what happens when you get Shador an extra second and a half? When we saw Travis Hunter was wide open, Shador had another second.
Oh yeah.
And he started running his life. As soon as he saw him, he had to run because they coming right in his face. Most of his sets was right in his face. They wasn't hitting him from behind. We talk about our tackles all day. They suck, but the pressure was coming right up the middle.
Yeah. Just like this person said in the chat, and RJ said in the chat, they was all in the backfield as soon as the ball was snapped.
Right
through the middle. Yeah, that's a good point. He told that right, RJ.
That's how he got hurt. You remember that game? What was that?
Was it Washington State?
Washington State. They came right up the middle, hit him in the back of his back, Achilles or whatever, and he still tried to stay in the game. They come hit him right in the mouth as soon as he get the ball. You don't get sacked that quick coming off the edge. They got to run around. You can buy 2-3 seconds. They have to run him around and just push him around. He step up in the pocket. You ain't got no pocket when they coming right in your face.
Right. Yeah, he couldn't step up.
Gotta be that great. Just push him around and let him step up in the pocket. If you got guards in a good center.
Wow. He couldn't step up. He couldn't block for him up the middle.
So that's where we at. If we got to throw Kirkland in the middle and just say, hey man, just absorb all this right coming up the middle. We got enough big boys. We didn't have no big boys last year. None.
Right.
Tyler Brown was like the biggest as far as weight. Now he like average.
Yeah. You're right on that. So man, I was looking at some film when Shador was out there working out in Texas, and the way Jimmy Horn is moving around, look like he's healthy. Man, look like this dude, man. Look like he probably might be the top one of the fastest guys on the team.
You know what I see when I see Jimmy Horn running? You know what I see? The road runner. Meet. That's how they He need to go get a shirt. He need to rebrand himself. He need to rebrand himself as not as J5, but as the road runner.
As the road runner. But hey, them little skinny leg with that move. I said, is he healthy? Was he this fast? So was he this
arms? His legs like the road runner.
Say, was he this fast coming out of Florida?
He was always fast. He was returning punts, but he was
hurt. I missed that part.
He didn't even participate in the spring because he had a hamstring. Hamstring.
I know he was injured. I said, man.
It lasts the whole year, so you have to be your full speed with a hamstring injury, and that jump lasts the whole season if you don't fully recover. Get them knots. You got to get them knots out your hamstring. That training room got to step up. Go get one of them. What they call it? Like a butter knife. Get them knots out.
Okay.
It's like a butter knife, and you Braxton or something like that. Braxton. You got to get them knots out. Because you don't get that knot out, you gonna always have a hamstring growing injury.
Man, I sure hope he healthy, man, this year, because he looked mighty fast out there in Texas when he was working out from wide receiver and Shador then.
But why wouldn't he be healthy? Because he's splitting time. See, let me tell you something. You know why I talk so crazy on these shows? I talk crazy because I really want them to hear what I'm saying. And I ain't even talking about the players. I want the coaches to hear what I'm saying. Somebody, look at here. If y'all just rotate these players, you have no excuse to lose. If you build the right packages and the right rotation for these players, how do you lose? You got too much depth for anybody to be disgruntled. You got too much depth for anybody to. You watched them right down in Texas. Timmons was looking good. He was looking good in the spring. He just didn't get on the spotlight. T.O. pointed him out. He tall. Baby T.O. coming. You got Shepard coming. You have these outside. Omari and Miller. All of them was down there. Then you got Travis Hunter can go on the inside and outside. He played a lot of slot last year. So you got Travis Hunter, Wester, Jimmy Horn, and you even add Mathis. You slot. I want to see some quad this year. Forget trips. Everybody keep whining about tight end. I want to see some quads. All four.
I'm sure you're gonna see that.
Because how in the world are you finna stop all? Let's say you got Travis Hunter in the slot and Wester in the other slot, Amarion Miller and Shepard on the outside. How it's almost like you dare the team. Yeah, the only hope they got is the bum rush our line. Because that's their only hope. Because if they don't, somebody finna be open. Somebody finna be open every single time. So the only hope you got is y'all line suck. I'm gonna sack y'all quarterback before you have a chance to throw the ball. If that don't happen, who finna beat them? Who? And you know why they gonna beat them? Because then they can turn around. They ain't got to dog their receivers out. They can pull all four of them out and put a whole nother fresh four in and put Baby T over there and put Timmons over there and put Mathis right there. And you know, you like you have no excuse. You can put your whole nother four in and still should be a problem. Then put
Traylon Miller.
Now Cam, they say on the other side, Draylon Miller in the other slot.
Boy, they deep. They real deep. They like 12 deep at the wide out.
Keep rotating. You can mix it up. Like it should be a scouting nightmare. How do you key in? How do you key in? Nobody say Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter should not have to be out there like that.
Right.
You should not. You should not be tired because you got Draylon Miller coming in. You got Wester already there. You got Jimmy Horn already on the inside, and you got four other big boys. All of them 6'2", 6'3" plus.
They got the height. I
mean, they all jump ball boys. And Shadil know how to throw the jump ball.
Oh yeah. Omar and Miller, they good at that.
I call it my big dog package. Y'all want to hear about my big dog package? If I say, Coach Prime, where you at? Big dog package, right? You got Shepard, and we talking about quads. Big dog package. Red zone.
I got you.
Shepard out there on the outside. Baby T.O. on the slot. Who that? Timmon in the slot. Omarion Miller on the outside. Got these big boys in the slot. Big boys on the outside. Jump ball city. Drag. Slant city. Big body. And who finna cover them? We'll go man to man in the red zone. Who finna cover them?
It's gonna be hard.
That's what I want to see. Use
the weapon. You know Shadul, he accurate with that football.
Hey, they don't disrespect this man so bad. I just want him I want him to go so crazy off this ridiculous off. They got to unplug the TV. I'm talking about 500 yards a game, crazy. Just be ridiculous. Don't even feel sorry for him. Don't even do it the first game or two and be like, is that too much? No. Like I'm like coming to America. No. Why not 1,000 per game? You don't think that's too much? No.
Oh man.
You don't talk enough junk. Nah, you want to do 1,000 yards in a game and break a record? Go ahead and do it. They earned this butt whipping. Run it up on them. No, put him out the game. No, he finna get 1,000 yards today. Record books. We're gonna get 1,000 yards today. Everybody finna get 100 yards today.
All receivers gonna get 100 yards today.
Just to make a point. And
Man.
have y'all talk about that all day on ESPN all week. Will Sanders threw 1,000 yards in one game. Oh my God! Everybody got 100. Yeah.
Yeah, they might have that kind of season. Hey, we got a question for you, Greg.
They don't talk so much junk about these boys. They need to not be ashamed of the butt whipping they finna put on people. Just put it on them really good, and don't care about how people talk, because they don't talk enough junk this all season for y'all to run up the score on everybody. All the questioning they're doing, y'all attitude should be. He say domination. It should be that. It should be Shador. We throwing 500 yards a game. All right, yeah, you're right. We throwing the ball 500 yards a game till y'all stop it. Like Michael Vick should have kept running. He should have ran all over them. They had him standing. That's when he started getting hurt. When they had him standing in the pocket.
Standing in that pocket.
He
Yeah.
wasn't big enough. Yeah, 6 foot, barely 6 foot, 190, and you tell him to stand in the pocket.
Mm. Hey, we got a question for you right here, Greg, by DC Cars of Music. He said, with your prediction and when it comes to the Big 12, are you saying Colorado will be just as good, if not better than Texas was? Just curious.
And it comes with 12. You saying it will be just, well, I mean, Colorado should be the new Texas. Why not? They should own Texas, really. Coach Prime down there doing workouts in his backyard. He can steal all the Texas players.
Yeah.
Come on over here. We got a whole football field. You see all them boys was from Texas, wasn't they? Ain't Draylon Miller from Texas?
Yeah.
Ain't Baby T.O. from Texas? Ain't
Yeah.
Matthews from Texas?
Yeah.
Why you think they was there? Shadoze was hanging out. Ain't they all from Texas? So why wouldn't they be the new Texas? Texas still behind, should have stayed in Texas. They should have stayed. Why they trying to go to SEC? They had an easy route to the playoff every year.
Yeah, that would have been a big. Now they changed that money.
Your money should be in the playoff every year. You should be the number one team until somebody got to come beat you. You chasing SEC, and now y'all got to pull straws to see who win the championship every year. Like, what are you trying to prove? You was already the man. Now they got this new playoff model. You had a sure foot in the playoff, first seed every year.
Yeah.
And they weren't even doing that. They was the most consistent and the most known, but it really wasn't even that. They wasn't the only team winning their conference. So it's like this the last few years, Texas was a little more consistent, and they've been winning. But they should have stayed they behind in the Big 12 and got their guaranteed playoff bid, because they ain't been making the playoff because it was based off of the 4 teams that go every year, and they had to be in the top 4. Well, now all you gotta do is win your conference. They left prematurely, and then Oklahoma was dumb enough to chase behind them. One of them should have stayed.
Oklahoma ain't finna win nothing over there.
They was dumb enough to run behind them, trying to they want to do what Texas did. One of them should have stayed, and they would have had the chance to say, "Hey, I can be that guy y'all have to beat every year," and I'll see Georgia and all them in the playoff. Right now, they're gonna get beat to sleep every year. They're gonna be trying to run back because they're not gonna win the conference, and if they do, it ain't gonna be consistent. So what good is it?
Gotcha. Appreciate you for subscribing. Appreciate you there, Smile. Appreciate you. Darian, Jennings, Greg got another question. Said, how do you feel about the new running back? I think we just discussed that.
I mean, I really don't know nothing about him, but I know at the end of the day, you need that depth. And nobody should run him in the ground because you got other you're gonna be running back by committee. And why rush it? All y'all got a chance now. I mean, say y'all gonna jump back in the portal. Hope y'all ain't dumb enough to jump back in the portal. But all y'all got a chance to be running back by committee for the next 2 years. And you need in this day and time 3 strong running backs. Like I said, we watched Michigan and all them last year. There was 3 running backs running.
True.
And both of the teams, they had 3 strong running backs. It wasn't 2. So you got to have 3 because one of them going down. One of them going to twist an ankle, pull a hamstring. So you got to have 3 and 1 in the hole. And then you got to have some dogs running that scout team to get your defense ready.
Yeah,
so
you
got to have 5 strong running backs.
Yeah, you do. You're right about that. You're right. So when we look at this new linebacker they brought in a couple weeks ago, Man, this dude is huge, man. Kyle Hill Green, the linebacker that used to play for Michigan and now used to play with Charlotte also. Man, he gonna bring a different kind of leadership to this team, man. He's a grown dude, man. He ain't no little boy now.
That's a grown man. I mean, he looked grown, he talked grown.
Yeah.
He just here to prove he's one of the best, and he wasn't gonna do that at Charlotte because they like the shit or couldn't stay at Jackson. He wasn't going back to Michigan because he said he don't want to go backwards. Michigan wanted him back.
Right.
He came on to here. And he wanted to be the man. And he saw we had linebacker needs. He got a chance to be the man. But we got a bunch of men. Ain't it something? You go from nothing to everything.
But they say
Chaney a man too.
Oh yeah, Chainsaw Chain. Oh yeah,
he got something to prove because he got another one of these FCS boys that's gonna come. So I got a video coming up real soon. We're gonna be talking about that HBCU pipeline.
Okay,
I'm talking about it because Coach Prime is creating opportunity. That boy coming here gets to prove he never had a chance to play at the biggest level. He never got the looks he wanted. That's how he at FAMU. He's coming to prove something. And he ain't coming like greedy. He ain't coming saying, I got to start. He's coming saying, put me wherever y'all need me to put me at. Plus, he got another year. So it's like he's coming to play. And you need linebackers. People get hurt. People get targeted and all that mess. So, we got 2 grown men that came in addition to Webster. We got 3 legit, not trying to be, want to be, 3 legit linebackers.
Right. I agree. With Webster.
3 we already had.
Yeah, with Webster. Yeah. Got 3 up.
We went from like, we need linebackers to 3 legit linebackers. Like, who can start type of stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And they all good at stopping the run. Every last one of them. They say Chaney good at the pass. Chaney good. These boys read. They ain't doing that patty cake stuff we've been talking about. They not doing all that peekaboo. They not doing none of that.
They ain't doing none of that.
They never in the wrong hole. Our boys was known, and I grit my teeth every time I hear people repeating stuff to my, well, we're going to do good here because we got a D-line. Because, them linemen was getting to the second level. They weren't getting to the second level. Our dumb linebackers was going to the first level in the wrong hole. They was committing to a hole before the ball was there.
Right.
2, 3 men in one hole. They read like third graders. That's what was going on. It was they was getting blocked at the second level. That's not what, I played linebacker. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, everybody repeating this mess. That's theoretically, that wasn't what our issue was last year. That was not the issue. The issue was they couldn't read worth of crap. Did they get better as the season went on? Yeah. And guess what? We saw the difference. The defense wasn't giving up as many big plays, but they still would give up the occasional big run because they wasn't consistent. These 3 boys we brought in, it ain't going to be no big runs. Because they're going to be our linebacker. The D-line going to do what they're supposed to do. The linebacker job is to fill the hole from there.
Right.
These linebackers know how to fill holes.
Hey, Mr. Jenny got a question. Say, who do you think going to lead the team in sack this year? I think McNeil going to lead the team in sacks. On the for the defensive line. But then again, we still got to see what BJ Green going to bring to the table and that new guy from Pitt, Dayon Hayes. That's gonna be interesting.
You know why it's gonna be like you said? I'm gonna give you a real theory. I just thought about it. The reason why it's gonna be somebody up in the middle is because of what you just said. See, BJ Green is known for hurrying quarterbacks. He's not known for sacking them. He's known for his pressure on quarterbacks. So the fact that we got guys coming off of Okanola and BJ Green and Hayes. All these people coming in, they're going to be bringing pressure from the outside. It's going to force the QB to step right back up in Manil's lap.
Yeah.
Our edge rushers is going to be making these quarterbacks have to step up in the pocket because they're going to be coming on the edge. Then they're going to have to step right in the eye. So a lot of them sacks going to be coming right up in the middle, like how Shador was getting sacked last year. That's exactly right.
Yeah. Because I think McNeil, he bring the speed rush on that defensive line because he's quick and he got a high energy motor.
Well, he got sapped too, though.
Oh yeah. Sap teacher. Yeah. Sap teacher that move, man. Cause Shadozi gonna demand a double team. You got to. You think the Big 12 can block that dude 1-on-1?
Well, he already been to Big 12. So that's for the clown who talk about theories. Those already been to Big 12 and eating up the middle. He already did it. We got film, Texas, and all of them. He's not a theory. This guy was actually in the Big 12. He was at Houston.
Right.
So we know what he gonna do. The
Yeah.
problem is he gonna be fresh because he ain't got to be the only one to do it. Because we're gonna get go hard to play, put Big Barnes in there, so he can be able to go. He gonna be fresh. We ain't gonna have to wear him out and take all that beating and taking all that weight and wear his legs and knees out for the whole season. We can keep him fresh so he can be effective.
Okay.
Yeah. Shadozi got hurt, an ankle or whatever.
Yeah, he got an ankle hurt. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pounding on you. Yeah, you holding your own, but that's a lot for a whole game every game. Yeah. So now we got Barnes coming in.
Boy, you got somebody said McCoy. I forgot all about McCoy, TJ McCoy.
McCoy's a tackle. Ian, the tackle. He's another one out there. We got Carter, Big Carter coming there. So we got enough people to come in on that one tech, that nose, and keep Shadozi fresh, keep Barnes fresh, rotate them boys again, depth, so that they can be ready to go down throughout the season. But we'll know who we need more by the personnel.
Right.
We ain't gotta wear him out against North Dakota.
No, shoot.
But we know Nebraska going to run. We know Kansas State going to run. So we just gotta know this. Just your coach got to coach. My packages got to be based off of who is this a run heavy team? What's the score?
True.
Just do this, run it up on them.
Right.
But far as the pieces, we have them at this point. At a nose tackle to plug that middle up where it just ain't. The quarterback ain't escaping. That's why it's gonna be a lot of sacks. Mark my word, it's gonna be a lot of sacks because of those three things. See, last year when Colorado did put pressure on him, we ain't had no nose guard. He can push up the field, and our linebacker was bozo, and the quarterback would escape and run for 20, 30 yards when they did put pressure on him. So now that you're able to clog up the middle, it ain't no run lanes on those off the guards, because they got to both be blocking Shadozi. So the pressure coming from the outside from my edge rushers, they got to step right back to the tackles. So that's gonna be our strength for our defense.
All right. Big 21 got a question. He keeps saying we got to stop sleeping on that first game, North Dakota State, because they are a run heavy team. I ain't sleeping on, but they just don't match up with Colorado.
They ain't got no lineman that's gonna move Shadozi. So what heavy they running to? Gonna run to a heavy back of the line. That's gonna be a heavy traffic in the middle.
Yeah.
So you can't run the ball and you got people clogging your middle up.
300 pounds.
You gotta move them. They don't have the caliber linemen to move Shadozi and Barnes. They don't. They're not built that way. So to tell me that sleeping on them, they gonna be sleeping. They're gonna sleep good on that ride home. That ride back home, they're gonna sleep well, because they blocking some Big Barnes and Shadozi all game. You ain't giving them no break, telling them to move that brick wall. Can you tell somebody to go push on a brick wall the whole day and see how they feel after the game? Go to your house and push on your wall for 3-4 hours, and I bet you sleep good tonight too. They don't have that kind of line matchup wise.
No.
Plus, running that ball when you down 31 to zip, 21 to zip, you be dumb. See, you're running your game plan gonna get thrown off by the mere fact you're not gonna stop Omari Miller. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that their defense can match up against our receivers and our quarterback. There's nothing you can tell me about that. You're telling me about a team that ain't been who you think they are since several years ago. You be better off talking about South Dakota. They the one who doing it now. You got the wrong Dakota.
Let's see what he said. When CU Bulldog Narcotic David say CU beat up a weak team, always red boys keep killing it. I agree with him on that. So it came out about about 3 weeks ago. Our Coach Brown was saying they're gonna use Travis in the slot position on defense in the nickel. You think that's a good move? You think he can come up and make those hits when he gonna probably have a target on his back? That's a good position to put him in instead of keeping him outside.
Well, this is what I'll say right here. If I see people saying, yeah, they're gonna run the ball, keep our boys fresh. Yeah, we're gonna keep them fresh because we're gonna be 3 out, and we're gonna keep them fresh. And they say keep Shador out the field. Yeah, you're gonna keep Shador out the field because the scoreboard gonna be lit up. That's exactly, you're right. They're gonna keep Shador out the field. Because when we 31 a zip, stop going in. So you're right. They're gonna keep Shador out the field. They're gonna keep him out the field after we light up the scoreboard. But Travis in the slot.
On the defensive side, playing the nickel. I just said they're gonna move him around. You think that's a good idea?
I mean, again, it ain't no they're gonna put him there. It's who you playing against that'll determine if he go there. It's everything should be package related, not he gonna be on the inside. If he playing on the inside, it's because of the type of team they playing that it makes sense. You're not putting him on the inside and somebody running the ball. It makes no point of putting him on the inside. If you only time he really gonna be on the inside is probably a pass heavy team, and they number one player is in the slot.
I hope it turn out to be like that. I just hope the other team coaches don't see he in the slot, then change the play at the line of scrimmage and run the ball. And one of them linemen.
That would be dumb to build your plays around Travis and forget about them doggone wildebeests on the line. Like, what you gonna do? You still got to go through them wildebeests on the line before you go overlook them wildebeests on the line and try to get Travis and see what happens. You got to get through them. You got to get through Green.
Okay.
You got to get through Chainsaw. If you're gonna run the ball, it ain't Travis who you gonna have to worry about when you run the ball. Them boys shoot gaps. They will shoot underneath. You know how you try to get over top? They will shoot underneath them slow linemen. They got the film to do it for the theory makers. They will them big lurch linemen rocking around looking like Frankenstein trying to block them dudes. They'll shoot underneath them. That's how they make all them tackles in the backfield. Them boys make tackles in the backfield. They don't try to go over top. They will shoot underneath them. So you run the ball if you want to. We got the linebackers for it. Try. I dare you to try. I bet it is. I put it like this. Anybody who think they're going to beat Colorado running the ball, I guarantee them a loss.
Oh, no, they ain't going to be. Oh, no.
No, anybody who think they finna beat Colorado running the ball, I guarantee them a loss. How about that? For everybody who talking, I guarantee a loss because you're not gonna keep Shador off the field that way. You're gonna keep yourself off the field because our defense is very strong with the run. The type of linemen we got, the type of linebackers we got, their strength is the run, bozo. We ain't got 210-pound linebackers no more.
I'm sure that what Colorado wants y'all to do, run the ball.
Our team's strength is run this year.
This year it's going on the defensive side, stopping the run. They strength that.
Did we not mention Shadoze? He's not a run. He's not a pass rusher. He's a line clogger. He's not trying to get back there to get to the quarterback. He's there to clog your middle so your quarterback can't escape and so you can't run. Our rushers is on the outside.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right, man. Everybody's a North Dakota fan when it's time for Colorado. I did a video about that. When you play Colorado, all of a sudden everybody Georgia.
Oh,
everybody Alabama when you play Colorado. You don't even know nobody on their team. The clown don't even know nobody on their team. Oh, they good. Who on their team?
They going back from 5 years ago when they had them two quarterbacks.
You don't even know nobody on their team, but you telling us they're gonna be tough. You know what I mean? They don't lost the coach. They don't lost the players. They don't lost everything, and you talking about them like they playing Georgia.
Exactly.
All
I said
because
the same thing.
self wishful thinking that they lose against Colorado.
That's what it is. They want them to lose.
That's delusion. You gonna make a FCS team who ain't even in their prime. You gonna make them a threat because you wish Colorado to lose so bad.
That's
Y'all
what it
gonna
is.
be in an insane asylum this week.
You right, bro. You right on that one. They want them to lose. They lost their head coach, their offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, and lost just about half of their team and expect them to come in and beat Colorado.
My guy say it's not gonna be sweet. What is sweet? What is sweet? Sweet like what? Like 50 to zip? Sweet? Or sweet like 21-31 to zip at halftime? What kind of sweet we talking about? Because I'm telling you, I don't know what people talking. I'm telling you, they don't have the defensive backs to cover our receivers. So what kind of sweet we talking about? Lappy Tappy or peach cobbler sweet? What is sweet we looking for?
He said Lappy Tappy.
I'm telling you they're not scoring 22 points. What is that? 37-22.
He said Lappy Tappy.
Points coming from? From running the ball? They're gonna score 22 points running the ball?
He said because you don't know what they bring to the table. You don't. Yeah, we might know. You don't know either.
Yeah, I bet you don't know. Name them. Who bringing it? Who bringing it? You know. Tell me what they bringing. You don't even know the player's name. I bet you don't even know the quarterback name.
Hey, since you here in our chat, you tell us what they bring to the table.
Yeah. And without Googling.
Educate us. This boy Greg said Lappy Tappy. Yeah.
That kind of sweet. That's kind of sweet.
Oh, hell no, man. Oh, boy. Well, he crazy, man. Hey, Lappy
One player. Without Googling. But you don't know what they got.
Man. So, Diddy, what's up, Diddy? You said, where would Cam McHale play? I got Cam McHale since he ain't got there yet. He kind of behind him. He got to find his way. He's going to start on the defensive side. Even though he played both ways, he just got to find his way and go out there and put out. And let's see how he turned out. He cut right there. He's kind of behind the back, the 8 ball. So coming in as a freshman, we just got to wait and see. But I got him playing both ways. They're going to have some package for him. Might be good on the special team. Punt return, kickoff.
He going to be out there. For all them sweet games we're gonna be playing, he gonna get in there. But look, we talking about what they like flavor of the week. You know how you go to the Chinese restaurant and you got the menu and you got the lunch special. North Dakota is the lunch special this week, and then the next week it's gonna be Nebraska, and the always Colorado keep winning. Oh, I bet you won't beat Kansas State. Well,
they're gonna keep moving. They're gonna keep moving the goalpost, Greg.
Every week. All these so-called people is gonna be the team that's gonna whoop everybody. Colorado every week.
Yeah, they want to lose. What's up, Benji? What's up, Mom? Yeah, they want to lose, big dog. They want to lose. They ain't gonna ban. They ain't finna lose no. Let me see what. Let me see can I pull that up, Greg.
They short the odd channel, so they just gonna keep your royalties coming in. So y'all just don't end up in fight war trying to wish harm on Colorado every week, because I don't think this is the year. You might want to wait the next year to try that.
Yeah, but if he got the, I'm trying something. Bear with me, Greg. Hold on, I'm trying something.
I don't think that Shador finna play with y'all. That's what y'all don't realize. Shador is not here to play with y'all. He running the scoreboard up. The problem is if our defense show up, and Shador show up, y'all don't know. Can we get y'all mailing address so when y'all go incognito, when y'all go into witness protection, we can at least send y'all a letter in the mail? Because we know when Colorado go to running through everybody, y'all go to hiding like y'all did last season when we was up 3-0. Y'all here. I did videos about you, and you disappeared. and you waited. Oh, well, here go Oregon, here go USC, and y'all showed back up. But it was real quiet around here. So can y'all at least put your address, your P.O. box? We take P.O. boxes. Put your address in there. P.O. box. What else? Email. So when y'all go and witness protection, we'll know how to contact you.
Well, I said witness protection.
Matter of fact, we need an email list because all these people running their mouth. As soon as Colorado beat the mess out of North Dakota, they gonna swear they ain't say this stuff, and we ain't gonna find them nowhere.
They say something here spreading venom, man. Like Super Dome said, we got 2 Heisman Trophy candidates, and North Dakota, you don't even know nobody on their team, and we supposed to lose to North Dakota State.
The first game.
The first game.
You preparing for them from today. I see North Dakota film for the bozo clowns who talking. I seen the film from last year. Where you seen it? So I'm looking at the matchups. I'm looking at their quarterback.
They go your boy Peter.
Staub is better than him.
They go your boy Peter.
Quarterback is better than him.
Peter talking about, hey Greg, Peter talking about sweet, like Oregon sweet. 42
yeah, that kind of sweet. Hey, that's the smartest thing Peter said. That kind of sweet. That's exactly. Now you know you got a real fan. That's the kind of sweet we.
Oh hell no!
I had 31 to zip at halftime. That's accurate. I knew that. That's a real Colorado fan. That exactly.
Oh hell no!
We knew you would get it.
Oh boy. Damn.
Leave your email address and your P.O. box as well. So we hate for you to disappear. We need you to stick around. So you know what I'm saying? When they run up these scoreboards, we want to put Peter. We don't want to have to put them little milk cartons out. Yeah. The picture on. That probably ain't even his real picture. And then put Peter.
Oh no, you know it ain't. You know it ain't.
I'm gonna come up with a milk cart. I'm gonna put Peter face on it when we go to whooping everybody. Where's Peter? Is anybody saying Peter?
Man. Hey, if y'all tuning in, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you got a question that you like us to answer, or me or Greg to answer, y'all let us know. What's up, Law Dog? What's going on?
I want to see the Law Dog say this year, cause.
Hey, what? Hey, Law Dog, I'm gonna drop this link. Come on up on this panel, boy.
Law Dog might.
Hey, you know. He gonna try. You know what he gonna try to. Ain't no telling what he finna say.
Nah, he don't want Law Dog to go talk crazy. It's too early. He gotta wait till the season starts.
You gotta wait till the season. Cause you know he will say something crazy though.
He gonna say something crazy.
He said driving.
He wanna talk crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna let him talk, man. I'm gonna let him talk.
It's May. He wanna talk crazy in May. Law Dog is specialized during the season. You know. I don't know what he can say during the off season. What he gonna say about these offensive line though? Oh, I ain't scared. Come on, I ain't scared.
Oh, he said he got to see you losing 2 games.
I mean, that's that. Hey, I mean, he say he from this conference, right? So
he say he go. I think Law told me his team is Miami. His team Miami.
But I'm saying he went to Texas Tech, right?
Who lost?
Right.
I don't know.
So
drop the link for him, bring him up.
I don't even have the link.
I can't even find it, man.
Oh, you talking about the link you sent me.
Yeah. Let me see what I do.
I mean, that's realistic though. If he say 2, I can give somebody that. But for a clown to say that they gonna lose 4-5 games, I'm gonna say to who? Who? I give you benefit of the doubt. I
think Law told me he told me the other day he got him losing to Nebraska and I'm gonna say UCF. I think that's what he said.
Choose one in the beginning and one late. Because I don't know how you choose Nebraska.
I think Law, explain yourself, Law.
Now I know people choosing Kansas State, you know, because of the timing and all that. They choosing Kansas State. They choosing.
All right, Law. They go that late.
Ohio.
It's on you. This your chance, Law.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. Now, Oklahoma State, Greg, they got a good running back this year.
Right.
But,
Well, I'm saying people choosing them, but when you say, so Laudo say 4.8, that what they say he said?
no, I think Law told me the other day when he came on, he just got him losing 2 games.
What day was that?
He came up on my show. I want to say might have been Tuesday because I posted me and him were gonna do a 1-on-1 yesterday, but I set my platform up off YouTube and I couldn't do the link in because I was running behind. But we gonna schedule it. But instead of schedule, I let him come up now. You talk crazy, I had to kick him off.
But I'm saying he'll be a good Tuesday show. He'll be a good Tuesday.
What's going on, buddy?
Let me tell you, I ain't never seen Law Dog. He always behind the logo.
Hey, check this out before y'all start talking. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. If y'all don't mind, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I got one of the best content creator, Greg Setter, out of Atlanta, Georgia. And also, we bringing up one of the person be in the chat, Law Dog. This is my first time saying to Law Dog, tell me what, tell the panel and tell me, Greg, where you play high school football at.
MLK in DeKalb County.
You played at DeKalb County?
Yeah, I thought he was in Atlanta or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you in DeKalb County? I thought you said you played at Martin Luther King in Atlanta. Okay, what position you played?
I was in Columbia.
I play tackle.
You play tackle on the offense or defensive side?
Offensive tackle.
Offensive side.
I was a big time guy coming out. I'm a big time guy.
Okay, what were your size in the high school?
About 6'4", 270.
6'4", 270. So when you look at Colorado offensive line last year, what did they struggle with?
I just think I kind of, so when I made my initial prediction, I was leaning towards like a 6-6 prediction, but when they ruled Tyler Brown ineligible, I just wasn't willing to bet on those 2 G5 guards. Well, not even G5. Well, yeah, G5 guards. I just didn't like I never liked Tank at all. I feel like
you never liked the Tank.
Yeah, I never liked his game at all. I was trying to explain it because a lot of people got caught up in his size early before they seen him play, and I tried to tell him, I'm like, bro, I don't care that he's 6'10". It's a certain type of athlete you got to be to play out there at that tackle position. So I was trying to inform people, and then I let them know about the guard. I thought Van Wells was cool. I actually would have moved him to guard during the season and brought Hank in and let Van Wells help Hank make the calls, and you see what I'm saying, to give you a better, a better upfront presence instead of having those 2 what their name was, Bailey and Wilty. I think it was the 2 guys that was in there, and it just didn't look good. And I tried to explain it even up into the Oregon game. I was trying to say, okay, y'all won the game, but you got to look at the film as well. And then people ain't really want to look at the film about it. They more or less, I don't know, Colorado fans, y'all get a little tricky when it comes down to actually talking ball. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing.
Okay. Oh, great. Okay, Greg. When you look at Colorado offensive line last year, what did you see wrong? Because you had some playing experience in high school also.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, the biggest issue was depth. I mean, size was the biggest issue everybody pointed out from the beginning, and we saw it up the middle. Because I think even if we had somebody like a Tyler Brown in there at guard, his projections would have been more realistic. Because I've said 100 times over, anybody who follow me, 7-5. It was a 7-5 team last year, far as the quality. So his numbers ain't that far off. But what exposed them over time was their depth. People started getting hurt, and they didn't. I mean, they already had a size disadvantage, far as like.
Yeah, well, let me ask you this, Greg. I be hearing some of your takes, and I feel like even you B Watts, I kind of like what y'all do because I feel like y'all understand the game, but then y'all go a little fandom crazy because when I watch like B Watts, like Dukes kind of had a lot of the same sentiments I had when I was typing to you in that chat. So, and that's a guy that does this for the living. So he got to pay attention to it. So with that, I would say, what do y'all think about the fans, or Greg, what do y'all think about the fans that say 12-0 10-2, 11-1, or do y'all fall on that side?
I fall on that side too, Law.
I said 10-2. I said 10-2 earlier, before a lot of the stuff happened.
I'm talking about this year though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This year, but I got some questions then.
So the question to both of y'all is, I know you said BYU was Alabama, and then Greg, who was your team before Colorado?
I don't really do the team thing. I just follow the ball. I'm in Georgia like everybody else.
Well, see, that's the problem. Y'all understand the time it takes for development. My question to you is, like, when Dabo came in, right? He had to develop that Clemson team and build it out year in, year out. I know the transfer portal wasn't available, but at the end of the day, the quality of player was still, you know what I'm saying, ahead of what Colorado's getting. And I feel like a lot of times y'all forget everybody else is loading up too. See what I'm saying? So I know y'all getting better than what y'all had last year, but the defense was last in the nation. See what I'm saying? So of course you ain't got nowhere to go but up. See what I'm saying? So I don't understand I don't understand why a 4-8 team can go from 4-8 to 9-3, 10-2, 11-1. Like I don't understand.
Well, I just explained it. Their record was 4-8, but that wasn't their quality of team. So I don't look at them coming from a 4-8 team as far as what they were able to do.
Hold on, what do you mean they quality of team went 4-8? What the record say?
We know what
the referees took 2 of those games.
It's clearly one game that they took from last. They didn't lose that game.
That's a part of the game. Coaches make bad decisions. Coaches make bad decisions. Players.
The coaches lost 2 games also. I said that. I'm on record saying that.
They did, but bad decisions didn't lose that Utah game.
See, that's fandom though. That's the argument I be having with people. That's fandom.
No, Law.
You can call it what you want, man. You take 3 touchdowns off the board unrightfully. You can't say that team didn't beat that team. You can say the record shows
what if it was
a better team.
If it went the other way, you wouldn't be complaining about it.
I don't never stand for cheating.
Why they gotta cheat Colorado?
What do you mean? The man didn't step out of bounds. You saw it.
Okay. You just seen in the but I'm saying that happens. I'm saying that happens though, right? Right or wrong? Have you not seen that?
Show me another game with 3 touchdowns got pulled out the board.
Okay, listen. Let's say I give you that, right? I also want to talk about this North Dakota State game, right? Y'all don't think North Dakota State coming there to play ball and beat them boys?
I don't see it.
You know they got a 6-1 record with Power 5 teams over the last year.
That's from the past when they had them 2 quarterbacks. They had 2 quarterbacks got drafted in the NFL. They ain't got no quarterback like that.
Does this team they're playing this year have a 6-1 record for beating FBS?
No, but
I can call that family.
No. Actually, I'm kind of basing it upon program and longevity and the foundation of what the program is.
Right, but you can't do that. They don't even have the same team or the same coach.
Okay, y'all don't. Okay, don't matter. It don't matter what players, and they still that the record goes back to 2016. So that's year after year after year after year.
But that's a different team, though. That's not the team that Colorado's about to play.
So you don't respect history and foundation?
Okay, hold on.
They ain't got the same coach, so that's not the foundation.
This coach was previously at the school when they was making those runs. He just came back, and then he retained most of the staff from the previous year.
Right, but the previous year wasn't that team though. Even the previous year is not part of that run. You know what I'm saying? It's a different team. So how do I base off of what they're going to do off a team that's not even there?
Well,
that would be more like Fandom to me. Like I'm basing it off of their name and their history, but it's not the same team.
Well, the longevity says it don't matter what team it is. The same team. They played Arizona and lost to them by 3 last year. That y'all lost to.
Right.
So I'm just saying they come into play. Like, do y'all not taking that for account at all?
I'm looking at their team that they have now.
Y'all don't know nothing about their team.
And I looked at the spring game. I looked at the weight class. I looked at everything that I need to see if Colorado can beat them. And when I see they don't match up with Colorado on the offensive side, they don't match up with Colorado on the defensive side, because Colorado has made a major change and develop. We're bringing in players that was better last year than last year.
Okay, cool. Okay, listen, I'm just going through because if y'all familiar with me, I try to inform fans about the process of this game, and they totally disregard it. And then when it happened, I always get to do I told you so dance. So we'll move on for that. I'm not even saying they gonna lose.
I never said they wasn't coming to play. That ain't never came out my mouth.
But when I hear most fans talk, they say, "Oh no, they gonna be over by second quarter."
You don't think that's possible?
Mm-mm.
Matter of fact, okay. Hold on.
We talking about, I didn't say it's gonna happen. I said you don't think that's possible. Just like you saying it's possible that they're gonna come in and do this. You don't see the possibility on the other side. You only see one side possibly happen.
Well,
you don't see Colorado have the possibility of lighting up.
Let me tell you why. Because y'all last year, I don't think y'all got any more gimme schedules. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all schedule is a real tough schedule. They didn't give y'all time to build. And my thing is, you got a first year offensive coordinator that's coming in. You got a first year defensive coordinator. You got a first year O-line coach, and then you got Dancy that's coming in, has his first year. You know what I'm saying? So, as well as a multitude of transfers that got to build and you know what I'm saying, learn to, get out there with the flying bullets. So my point being is, that stuff takes time, bro. It just don't just happen magically. It just don't happen magically. You see what I'm saying? So y'all got to understand where, like I say, it's a team that's been together 10 years. Well, not 10 years, but the foundation has been a winning program. And then you got a program that's been a loser for 20 years that's trying to be built back up. And y'all just think all of a sudden they're going to start to walk to programs. And then if you look at the history of the North Dakota State program, when they go play the Iowas, the Minnesotas, the Arizonas, and teams of that nature, they get them good games. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying I don't believe y'all just going to be able to walk through them, because I feel like it takes time. I'm under the belief that Prime third year would be his best year.
Okay. So who you got winning that game? What's your prediction?
You said he's going to be better without Shedeur.
You said, hold on. Which question I'm answering? You said,
go ahead, Greg.
Go ahead. What you said, Greg?
He's going to be a better team without Shedeur at quarterback.
Yeah, because I feel like it's you see the word team. I think a lot of times y'all just get caught up in what Shedeur is. And good quarterbacks.
Come on,
did you say that about both Knicks last year? They had quarterbacks.
Yeah, because he had a great team. If you look at Caleb Williams, his team underperformed because his team wasn't good. He was still Caleb Williams.
Right, but what I'm saying is, not these great teams have good quarterbacks?
I'm not saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Shedeur doesn't have a team around him. He's just Shedeur by himself.
No, I'm just saying it takes time for the camaraderie and for the team to actually go to the level y'all talking about. You see what I'm saying?
How long was?
But I got him winning that game though, to answer the question. I think Colorado should win.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you there. Who you got winning the game, man?
Yeah. But the next game. So
what you told me you told me you got Colorado losing 2 games, right? What 2 games you got losing to?
Well, I got Nebraska. It's Nebraska and UCF. And so I got a small window right now because there's other games I potentially got them losing. But I feel like this is the North Dakota State is the most important game of the season, because I want to see how they play, how they beat them, and then how they go moving forward, because I feel like it's either y'all going to quote unquote blow them out, or it's going to be something close. And I feel like it's going to be a blueprint for whatever Nebraska is going to do that following week to get at y'all. You see what I'm saying? And so I got Nebraska all day. No ifs, ands, and buts. That's just how I see it.
You always talk about fandom, right?
Right.
So I guess I'll talk about anti-fandom, which is fandom on the other side.
Right.
You can point out all the shortcomings and the potential, which is good analytics.
Okay, but
when it comes to Nebraska, where are their weaknesses that you can see they just got all the upside? Like they got a freshman quarterback.
Right.
You not point out all the building and all of that's going to have to take place.
Okay. Well, if you see, that's why I say I look at programs. I don't necessarily just look at only like coaches and with the coach, like the name of the coach. I kind of see what the program is doing. And historically, if you look at Matt Rule in his second year, that's always the year where he kind of like take off like a rocket. You know what I'm saying? But with that, when I look at Nebraska, this is what I see. They got a defense that's coming back. You know what I'm saying? That was number 9 in the nation. They really lost nothing. And then they added a few more pieces to that. Yeah, true enough, they did have a freshman quarterback, but freshman quarterbacks gave y'all hell all last year. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing.
But it counts. Like, okay, even when you go to the NFL draft, right? They look at the previous season. Even when they give you a contract, they look at the previous season. So y'all can't just throw production out the window because y'all want to.
No, you can't use production from people who are not even there.
How? I just told you the whole defense came back.
Our defense. We talking about our defense struggle. You said our defense.
But that's what I'm saying. You
would there.
Okay, but you willing to bet on the unknown.
But I'm saying you can't say that what's going to happen this year is better off for last year because
and
you don't have the same players or coordinator. So how do you get to base that?
My point. That's my point. That's fandom. That's my
reality.
Point. No, it's not, because you haven't even looked at and seen.
I mean, I'm not arguing the fact of what fandom is. I'm arguing the fact that you're saying they're going to do what happened last year. And I call that the opposite of fandom, which really is fandom.
I didn't say nothing about. I didn't know. You asked me about Nebraska and what did I see in them, right?
Right, and you said that what they did to our defense last year.
No, I didn't. I said that Nebraska has the number 9 defense coming back from last year. They lost nothing. And I said quarterbacks gave y'all hell all last year. When y'all bring up so that's what you getting at, me saying something about the quarterback. Okay, but listen, y'all starting the freshman at left tackle.
That's fine. I mean, I guess my thing is, you got to look at it now. You talk about fandom. I'm calling the antithesis to fandom because it's like everybody can pick Colorado apart, but you don't put that same effort into picking apart.
I didn't pick them apart though. I just told.
They got new players. They got new coaches. The coaches don't have experience. But you got all the talking points for Colorado, which is fine. Right. But I don't hear the same energy put towards all the talking points because, for example, you say Matt Rule, his second year, he's a lot better. But I haven't heard you use the same, even though maybe you'll say Coach Prime hasn't done as long, but his second year is proven to be better too. So it's like you put way more weight on the second year of Matt Rule. He can get better because what he's done.
Okay. So you want to put weight at the Jackson State level?
No, I don't want to put no weight. I'm just saying we're going to use the same standard.
Then we use the same standard. Prime second year would be the Jackson State level, right?
Second full year, yeah.
Right. So do you consider the ball he played at Jackson State on this type level?
I'm not talking about the ball. I'm just talking about the progression of a man.
Right. I only can go off what he did, right? What's on paper, right? And his second year says Jackson State, right?
Right.
But I said this to B. Watts in the chat. I feel like at the HBCU level, Prime acquired a lot of talent. I don't think it was more or less coaching because soon as he left, who started acquiring the most talent? FAMU, and they start running in the division. So I don't really think it's more about the coaching at that level. You see what I'm saying?
You preaching to the choir because you say you follow some of my stuff. I don't talk about all of this, and I also feel like if Colorado has success this year, that's what they're going to say about him this year. They're going to say he acquired talent, he didn't develop it. Because you're saying that all programs.
But that's it. That's what he said. That's what he said he wanted to do, though. That's the role he took.
Right, but I'm just saying that the goalposts will move because the biggest issue you're saying is they haven't developed anything. They just going off of,
I didn't say nothing about
programs.
I didn't say nothing about what he developed and didn't develop though.
Right. I'm saying that's what people are going to say. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that people are going to hold that against him when he succeeds at this level. or all he's ever done was acquire more talent. He hasn't coached worth of crap. So I'm just talking about how people move the goalposts, because you're saying people expect a coach to go year by year and develop. That's the ordinary way. But Coach Prime history has shown he makes exponential growth by acquiring talent. So the thing people going to hold.
Okay, so let's say you under the belief that matters, right?
What matters?
When the jump he took from when he was at Jackson State from the previous season to the following season, right?
I mean, from the standard that we're using, as far as growth from season to season, yeah.
Right. So how would last year not matter?
What do you mean?
How would when I talk, y'all always say, well, last year don't matter because the players is different.
No, what I'm saying is you're saying they struggle with freshman quarterback. It has nothing to do with this year's team. That's what I said. I ain't talking about Coach Prime. I'm talking about the players who struggled last year are gone. The coordinator who struggled is gone. So it's not fair for you to hold that against the new players and the new coordinator to say they're gonna do the same thing.
So how do y'all how do y'all know this coordinator not gonna struggle? How you know?
We don't know, but you don't know.
That's my point.
But you don't know either. They don't struggle because of what happened last year either. Just like you don't want me to say.
And that's why I'm speaking to the points of when I'm talking about other teams. See what I'm saying? I'm speaking to the point about other teams because they have a history of what they've done. See what I'm saying?
They have a history, but what I'm saying is,
does that not count for nothing?
It counts for something, but it ain't that kind of weight where you can say that's the basis. Because North Dakota last year team is not the same team this year.
True.
It's not even the same head coach.
That's why I go off. That's why I took a whole length of time and I applied it and say, hey, this is the reason I'm willing to bet on this. It's just like that's when you choose. It's just like when you choose a car, right? You're gonna look at the history of the brand, right? And anybody's going to look at the history or the results or the reviews of the brand, right? Or whatever it may be, right? You're going to go with the people that, you know what I'm saying, that has legacy, right? Right or wrong?
Yeah, but you're talking about machines. We're talking about human beings.
Right, but that's everything in life, though.
Machines can be duplicated. Humans are not. So that last year player who goes to another program, you can't say you're going to create a clone and put the exact same player back if he's gone. It's a new guy got to be in that spot. Like we have a new defensive line. You can't say that Shadoze will do the same thing.
And you're willing to bet that the new defensive line is going to be better than last year's one,
absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
But you don't know that.
But nobody knows that.
Nobody knows that.
That's the beauty of life. You're making your predictions. I'm making mine.
Right, but it's okay. That's so it shouldn't be a problem, right? About
it's not a problem. It's not a problem.
So why would you say, well, why are you saying you looking at you're trying to break down? I'm just telling you what the facts is, right?
It's a problem when you say Shadoze is gonna have the same struggles because they had struggled with the quarterbacks last year. It's a problem if you say we just brought in Okanola, he's not gonna get pressure on the quarterback because
I never said he wasn't. First of all, I never said they're not gonna have success. See what I'm saying? That's where people get it wrong at. That's why I say I think people get caught up when you're talking. I'm talking the game of football. When you cut the film on and you look at the tape, see, this is y'all got to understand about Prime. This is where I think a lot of people, not even saying you, I think a lot of people look at the man in which Coach Prime is, as far as him having a gold jacket, him being in the NFL, him playing baseball, him being able to rap, him being able to bring all his kids into a program and have Bucky, Shiloh, Shador.
Time out.
Hold on. Let him finish because you saying that other people say that.
No. Not on my show. I ain't gonna go through that about the coaching and the son and what they doing. They doing that because that's what they want to do. We won't stick with the football game.
No, I'm not. No, you gotta let me finish.
No. This my show now. Time out.
I'm giving.
Y'all just respect my show. That's all I have. Respect my show. You're doing all right. But I got a question. And I want y'all to stay right here with me. Let's look at the matchup for Nebraska and Colorado on the offensive line for Nebraska and the defensive line for Colorado. How do you see that matchup turning out? Now I start with you, Greg, then we'll go to Law Dog. We're gonna talk about that. I don't want to talk about no Coach Prime. I don't want to talk about Bucket on my show. I want to talk about what I want to talk about. If you don't want to be a part, y'all can go away. But me and Greg gonna stay. You welcome, Law Dog. We don't mind you. But we ain't finna talk about no coaching staff, Bucket and the kids and what they doing at their program. Just ain't gonna do it right here.
Okay, so repeat that question again. I was looking at the
Okay,
comments.
all right, Nebraska. Let's talk about Nebraska. Nebraska offensive line against Colorado. You familiar with Colorado defensive line? The players they done brought in Law?
Yep.
All right, let's talk about that matchup right there. How do you think that matchup gonna turn out, Mr. Greg?
I mean, I think
What are
that's
the key points on the matchup? Put it like that. Give me 2 players on Colorado side. You think?
I think that Colorado. I mean, I think that Nebraska is strong on the run. That's when you talk about historically, their program has been strong with the run, right? I think that was their goal last year against. We talk about last year against our line, who really wasn't that style. So I think that's what their game plan is going to be. I just think that our defensive line and our linebackers are a lot better with the run this year.
Okay.
So that's why I say it don't translate. Like our weakness was, our linebackers sucked last year. Our defensive line, it was weak. But when you look at that program, that what Nebraska bought in last year, I feel like that was their year to get them.
Right.
What I feel like.
Okay, Law. Appreciate it, Greg. Law, check this out. With the linebackers that Coach Prime has recently brought in, like Nakaya Hill Green and Johnny Chainsaw Chaney, is that an upgrade at the linebacker position for Colorado this year than last year?
On paper, it is.
Okay, so what have you seen on films, or have you seen anything on film?
I mean, I've seen
since you played. What did you look? Let me finish with my question. Since you played high school football, you played college football too?
Yeah.
Okay. Against the run, what is the linebacker responsibility against the run? First of all.
I mean, he supposed to read his keys,
Okay, read. Okay, read this first thing. You're right. I go with you on that.
All right, he's supposed to read his keys.
Last year when you looked at Colorado linebacker, did they read well?
No.
Against the run?
Not at all.
Okay, and now if you look at the linebackers that they brought in now, I'm not saying they're gonna start. I'm not saying what kind of role they're gonna play. But if you look at the film and you don't look at their history, I don't know if you have or not. Compare this linebacker group, like those 2 linebackers that I just named, until against the last year linebacker. Did Coach Prime and his recruiting staff make an improvement?
Yeah. I mean, of course. Like, y'all told me that last year, though. Y'all told me it was going to be improvement.
I didn't ask you a simple question, bro.
I'm saying you don't want me to respond at all?
I do want you to respond, but stay with the question. I ain't finna flabbergate about last year. I just asked you a simple question about the linebacker group since you played football. I ain't here to argue. I ain't here to debate or nothing like that. I'm just going to talk to you and the chat about football.
I'm thinking we talking ball. So, yeah. To answer your questions, yes.
Okay, that's all I want to know. Okay, Greg, you got a question you want to ask Lado?
I guess the main thing he was talking about the linebackers as far as being on paper, and I mean, what's your feel on the linebackers they bought in this year? I mean, three.
Obviously, I feel like they got better. I was a big fan of the Webster kid. You know what I'm saying? I kind of seen a break because I like highlight tapes is cool, but I prefer to see more of in-game situations where you can kind of see what's going on game, because everybody gonna have good plays. You know what I'm saying? If you on the field, that's just how it go. But at the end of the day, it's more of a who you playing, where you playing, game type situations. You know what I'm saying? Because big time players make big time plays. See what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna give credence to a running back if he went 100 yards against a lower tier team or whatever the case may be. See what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna typically go on your highlight tape. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, they got better on paper, but like I said, you got to see it develop. Colorado fans are just so sure of it, and I'm just like, how?
I mean, you said something about last year because I don't remember being one to say. Clearly, they got better at linebacker last year, far as what we had before. But
Yeah.
I never ran it and raid on the linebackers. I mean, I actually played linebacker, and I mean, I saw from the very beginning that wasn't a strong suit. So for me to look at linebackers and to say that they're not significantly better at linebacker, not just paper, significantly better in every way at linebacker. That's a hard. I mean, maybe you played a different position, but I mean, I don't. It's no comparison. There's no comparison.
I mean, y'all don't want to talk about last year at all, so it's like, okay,
it's a different thing.
We already know what they did last year, so
yeah.
we ain't even talking about. I already know
we saw that.
Right. We already know they sucked last year.
Right, but that's what y'all comparing it to, right?
Right. So that's why I know they got better.
They got better, yeah.
Right. So okay, you can say they got better based upon what you seen last year, but if I bring evidence to last year, it's like we ain't talking about that. Last year don't matter at all.
No, I'm not talking about last year. I'm saying that it's got better. You don't want to give them credit for that. You just say on paper.
I said they got better on paper. The game still got to be played on the field.
Right.
That's everything.
What I'm saying is the linebacker play. I'm not talking about last year. I'm saying that the linebacker play last year was clearly, everybody know that, was subpar.
Right.
So I already know, just looking at the type of linebacker.
The whole defense was subpar.
Yeah, but the linebackers was probably the worst group.
I mean, it was the worst group. I mean, all of it worked together though.
Yeah, it should work together. The problem was the linebackers was not working together, if that makes sense. It was no fitting going on. It was no reading going on. So that's from my perspective, and that's my eyes, because I'm looking at the position I play. Just like you look at tackle, I'm looking at the back.
So, but did you feel like the D-line was doing their job for the linebacker?
They clearly weren't doing their job. But what I'm saying is, my job as a linebacker, it's my job. If I'm not doing my job,
but the D-line got to help you out. It's ran on the string. It's just like the quarterback. It's like the quarterback in the offensive line. The offensive line got to do their job for the quarterback to do his job.
But when the defensive line do your job and you still don't, who you got to blame?
That's why I asked you what guy. So what guy would you say was doing his job on the D-line last year?
I mean, when I'm talking about linebackers, I'm saying that the challenges they had wasn't necessarily.
Yeah, but okay. So are you familiar with gap scheme as far as like counters? Like when the O-line run a counter, you know that's when the tackle and guard pull, right? So when the tackle and guard pull, the linebacker got a certain key he supposed to read to go blow up the gap. But if the watchman get blown all the way,
I guess. Okay.
Yeah, if the O-line wash the D tackle into the linebacker's gap, ain't gonna be no feeling. So like I say, it's a combination, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm aware of that. Like I don't say it, I'm very familiar with the position. But what I'm also saying is that's not gonna be the excuse every time a linebacker not doing his job, because that's not what I'm talking about. I'm clearly not blaming them
on good teams.
They wasn't getting put in their lap. They wasn't getting put in their lap. The linebacker just wasn't reading.
Man, you got to go watch the film then, bro. Because it ain't like y'all had great linebackers. Like even when Juju came in, he was doing it without it. Exactly. He was running there to go fill in them gaps. That's what that's what an outstanding linebacker does, though. Y'all don't have.
That's what my point. We didn't have good linebackers.
Okay, we all understand that though.
Right. That's all I said.
But I'm saying it's a combination. I'm just not gonna just put it solely on the linebackers.
I'm not putting it solely on the linebackers, just like I'm not solely putting it on the line. But what I'm saying is, just like you just said, if we had more quality linebackers, that would have solved the issue.
Okay. All right. Hey.
We got this year. We got
appreciate y'all for that. Hey,
linebackers. We don't just have one Juju. We got three.
Appreciate y'all on that topic right there. Let's go to the offensive line and let's look at Jordan C, the freshman.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look at Jordan C. You think it's a good idea for Jordan C to be coming in as a starter, or you think they should wait a couple of games, or you think they should redshirt? I give you the first go long.
Well, I think they should start him. I mean, that's your big fish you brought in. I mean, it wouldn't make no sense not to start him. I mean, you said you play offensive line. You say you play offensive line, right? Yeah.
Okay. When you look at Jordan Seaton, I don't know if you don't look at it. I'm just asking. If you when you ever look at Jordan Seaton, what is some of his strength and what is some of his weakness that you have seen?
I think he's a great mirror. I think he's not gonna have no problem standing in front of the defender, moving his feet, being able to play with guys that got a more of a finesse game. But I think guys that got multiple moves similar to like a UCLA type D line, where it's guys coming out there, they got speed to power, they got bull rushing ability, they got long arm ability, they got double hand swipes. Anybody that's got a variety of moves, he's gonna have some issues because he don't fight at a point of attack like I would want just yet. But he rookie. I mean, he a freshman, so he gonna have his struggles. At the end of the day, that's just what it is.
Okay, Greg. With the offensive line coach they brought in, man, what his name? I forgot his name. You know who he is. I forgot his name. Loho. Yeah, Loho. You think Loho gonna be a good teacher for the freshmen this year?
I mean, I think that's the big difference. I mean, they got. I think he's a better quality coach, and he's definitely a lot more relatable. So I think that's going to go a ways to help him develop the line. I mean, I also think that, like you just already admitted, we didn't have quality D line far as who really get after the quarterback. I think that him having those guys at practice that we have to give him some quality reps, during the off season or whatever to get better. So I think iron sharpens iron like that. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to put that much weight on him because I think that not only we got more depth, but we have more quality depth.
Okay, when you say depth, can I ask you, not to cut you off, can I ask y'all both a question? If y'all don't start seeing, who started left tackle?
I mean, I'm not necessarily saying by name, but I'm just saying we have more options now than we had before.
What about you, B? Wise? You got a name?
They easily can move Tyler Brown over there.
No, Tyler Brown.
Tyler Johnson, and they can put let's see, they got Tyler Brown, Tyler Johnson. Who else they got right there?
The other guy.
Hold on, let me. What paper?
We got a couple guys just not coming. I can't remember their name right off top, but we got a couple guys who at that tackle position.
They got Benson. They got if they bring in
I hear a lot of fans say they don't like Benson at tackle. They say they want him at guard. Y'all feel the same way?
I mean, if that big dude from Clemson they brought in.
Oh, Flapjack,
if he developing and he looked good, and I think was he injured when he came in?
I think I heard.
I think somebody said he was coming out for ACL. Now if he have, I like him right there. Then move Benson down to go.
I like Kadeem Hardy. I don't know why nobody don't really.
Hardy did good in the spring.
He did good.
I like the one he played last season against Oregon State. I feel like if y'all go watch that game, watch him at tackle.
I've seen him in the spring. Him and Tyler Brown. I've seen both of them. And he was doing good in the spring.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked real good.
I mean, I'm just thinking.
I don't know where you're standing on depth chart either.
Yeah, that's why I like.
So you don't feel like they have any depth? As far as depth
I feel like they got depth, but
as far as options, they got options.
They got options, but a lot of the time, a lot of these guys didn't play. So that's why I give credence to like.
What you mean they didn't play?
Well, Flapjack, he didn't play at Clemson. The guy from Texas, he didn't really play too much. Who else came in?
They got that dude from
guy Villanova.
The Villanova. Yeah,
the Villanova guy. He played a little bit.
Right.
Well, he played some good series, but like I say, it's the transition because last year. Well, yeah, I don't want to talk about last year, but when I look at ball, it's like he's transferring up into a different game, so it's gonna be an adjustment there. See what I'm saying?
Well, we ain't playing Alabama. We ain't playing
with last year. I'm saying that's the same player you're talking about from last year coming over to this year. You're comparing players who are no longer here to a position they're no longer in. So when we say last year, I never had an issue with last year. If a guy's no longer here, he's graduated or he's transferred, you can't use his production in place of a guy who's new.
How? It was the same thing as last year, though. These guys came from different schools. They transferred into Colorado. Yeah, I assume they was going to be productive in some type of way, right? That's the same, right?
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm using. That's what I'm getting at. At the end of the day, it's the same.
I'm not. When you say last year, I'm trying to be what you're saying because I
Y'all
was
listen.
last year, but we think
That's
you're
what I'm saying.
referring to the
CU
players from
fans,
last year.
CU fans is the only fans they could just have a total disregard for what it is, bro. I mean, like they like a lot of times y'all want to make it hate, bro, but it's not hate, bro. It's just talking.
And we ain't saying I ain't saying you hate.
I
ain't never said that.
I said CU fans. I didn't say Greg said it and B Watts.
No,
I'm just speaking
what I'm
in
saying
general.
is,
Well, we ain't talking. We talking about us on this show. We ain't never said that we hate.
The only issue
if we were hate, I would have never brought it up.
The only last year I have an issue with is when you're talking about last year comparing people who are no longer on the team. I'm not talking about scenarios. You're saying a scenario that Colorado got a lot of transfers coming. That's what you're talking about, right? You got a lot of guys transfer in who. True. Okay, so that's what you compare. But I mean, that's most teams this year in the portal. Most teams this year transferring 20, 30 guys. So I mean, I or more. So I mean, it's
not
just
the teams that's going 10-2, 9-3, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm talking about, bro. Not them teams.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't just look at numbers and that. I also look at matchup. So I also include that in my factor.
Yeah, that's one of my big things too.
Because when you disclude and say, okay, when I bring up Shedeur, well, Shedeur ain't got the team around him. I look at all the pieces. You know, I look at Shedeur as a major piece, and I also look at his returning pieces, that the weapons he have, and
what
also
returning pieces.
Who?
What returning pieces are you looking at?
I mean, I look at some pieces he have like Marion Miller. I look at people like that and what they can contribute, and I also look at what they bring.
200. Well, he had 200 yards last year. What else? Who else?
Right. But so you saying that he. What are you saying about Amari Miller when you say that?
No, I'm just saying he didn't get much of a shot last year to do his thing.
Right, but I'm saying not last year, but when he come to this year, you don't think he's going to produce?
I didn't say he wasn't going to produce. I said what returning pieces are you looking at?
Right, but I use his name and you kind of
like, I said who else? Marion Miller, he got 200 yards. Who else you talking about?
Right. I'm talking about him and I'm talking about what's coming in. But stopping with Marion Miller, when you kind of blow it off, are you saying he's not going to be productive?
No, I actually think he's going to be the odd man out. I feel like Prime recruited a lot of receivers because okay, let me ask y'all this: when you who your 4 starting receivers? Because I'm thinking it's going to be Will Shepherd,
correct?
Wester, Travis, and
Amarion.
So you gonna probably Amarion in the slot, or he gonna be outside?
Outside.
Yeah,
I think he can play both. I'm saying he's starting outside.
So you starting who outside?
Everybody just named Amarion and Shepherd.
Outside, and then you got Travis and Wester.
Yeah, if we have 4 receivers, yeah. If not, it just be Wester.
Well, I mean, if you look at the spring game, that's kind of how they had it. 4-game receiver. I mean, that's
I know about spring game.
I mean, you can mix and mingle. I mean, you got other guys coming in that you probably saying can take a Marion's spot. But I'm saying that's the beauty of what we have, the depth and the weapons. You can rotate, you can mix it up. But
but everybody ain't gonna be able to get the rock, right? You know that, right?
We know that.
But what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the tools that we was originally talking about. What Shedeur have? Why I say he has enough weapons where we can debate on who started or not. That's the quality of depth they have at their receiver.
Yeah, but at some point, somebody gonna be the starter. I mean, at the end of the day, like, yeah, you can have quality depth. That's good. But I'm just saying
you can start, but that don't mean you're gonna be the top receiver either.
But everybody's not gonna be able to eat. Everybody's not gonna be able to eat, bro. It just don't work like that.
But I'm not worried about you starting. I'm talking about what you do when you get in, because you can start and the other person coming after you get more yards than you. That's possible, right?
Not really.
I mean, if he got the momentum, I mean, if he like when
at that point, if the guy that's coming off the bench is starting, I mean, giving you more production than the guy who's starting going to the bench.
That's possible, but I'm saying that could be an ongoing thing. I mean, it's from week to week.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Depends on the matchup.
At the end of the day, I mean, most of these guys outside of Will Shepherd and Wester, these are young guys. So I mean, it's competitive one way or another.
So do you feel like
what I'm saying is you got enough weapons to move around where it's going to be competitive, but you're not really like falling off. It's the
I think y'all got one of the best receivers in the room. I think everybody who don't know that.
Right.
But I'm just saying everybody not
going to. The rankings don't know that.
Everybody not going to be able to eat. Timmons might not be able to eat. Cordell might not be able to eat. Jimmy might not be able to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way the game goes.
That's fine. I think they're gonna get theirs, but I'm saying these young guys, outside of Jimmy, these guys gonna be here if they choose to stay. So I'm saying they gonna eat. But what I'm saying is, you said who don't know that they got the best room. A lot of people don't. How many rankings have you seen where CU's even in the top 10? I don't see at least a couple. Running back. I mean, not running back. Receiver. I've seen Shador rank, but his receiving room has not been respected. So
because they don't really got the production to put the respect on it like that though.
Right, but what I'm saying is
they don't. I don't even. I think the 1,000-yard receiver they got is Western.
Yeah,
they only got one.
That's fine, but I'm saying we talking about what type of production they're gonna produce this year.
Right, bro. But that's not how people look at it. Like the pundits, the ESPNs, the reporters, the on-threes, even when you talk, B-Wise, when you talk to Philip Dukes, he said some of the same things I was saying, right? So he got to be basing that upon on what he's seen from last year, right?
But everybody ain't got the same perspective that y'all.
You just said you don't know that. So we
don't know what the future holds.
Other people don't know that because they wait to see the numbers, like you just said, right?
Okay, but I'm saying you just said that when you seen lists from these people, right? Right. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these people you said you seen the list from.
So them the people you said who don't know that the CU got the best. They the ones who don't know CU got one of the best rooms in the country.
Well, no, that's what you're saying. I'm saying they're looking at it far as production, whether they was at CU or not.
Yeah, but that's one point out who don't, because you when you said who don't, it's almost like it was common knowledge that CU got one of the best rooms in college football, and nobody has said it, but you and me.
They do, but it's not based off upon numbers.
Right, clearly, but I'm just saying nobody's respecting CU's room, so it ain't like who don't respect it. Nobody's respecting it right now. I guess they waiting to see the numbers. But that's gonna be
I seen a few lists that came out that had them up there. I seen it. I don't know, Hey, but I mean that's cool too.
I'm thinking that we're a little premature. I think at the end of the day, what you just said is what I'm using. So when you talk about fandom, I guess we fans, we both fans, because I'm basing off football knowledge and based on what I'm seeing, I can say CU is going to be one of the top rooms. And then somebody can use your argument to me and say, where the numbers at? Who got 1,000 yards? And so I'm a fan. You call me a super fan, call me fandom, but we just use the same logic. I'm using not fandom, I'm using knowing football. Regardless of what people think, they know more football than me. I guess they'll find out. But me and you both just use our football intelligence to point out that CU got the best. We ain't got no numbers to prove nothing yet, because we use numbers, we screwed. But you and I both know, based off of not our fandom, but we both know that CU is going to have one of the top rooms, even though it ain't happened yet. That's how I make my predictions. Just so me and you ain't never talk. I don't make predictions based off of fandom, because I'm not a fan. I'm using my football knowledge just like you, but I'm basing it more so.
I think everybody a fan, bro. I mean, how could you not?
But when you use it, you use like fandom, like you using it based off
because a lot of times, like when I have conversations, people want to say it's hate, bro. It's not hate, bro. I'm just looking at.
We ain't said that on here, Rob.
I'm not saying
that. You got to say that on the other shows you be on, man. We don't say that like that. We did not call you hate.
Y'all got to understand, like, if we doing a show, right? Like, I'm talking in general. I'm not necessarily just gonna direct everything solely at you guys, because this is our first time having a conversation. You see what I'm saying? So
I'm looking at the people in the chat who make certain comments. That's just
that's
a hater. That's a hater, a clown, whatever. They not.
I be on a lot of shows. Like I was on Rob's show all last year. I go do Rob High show and several other shows. You know what I'm saying, that have panel platforms. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, a lot of people may be familiar with me, either way. But I'm just saying, even in the mainstream medium, or when you go into the Twitter realm, which I'm sure y'all familiar with, a lot of the fans, for the majority, consider constructive criticism hate. That's just the fact. And y'all don't see that? Y'all have never seen that before?
I mean, just because you said what you say, that don't mean it's right, or what you say. That's just your opinion. Everybody should have an opinion.
Everybody, But I'm saying at the end of the day, what do they do on ESPN and Fox? They argue opinions, right? And then they use facts to develop, their point,
I
right?
give you that. I
So
give you that.
that's the same thing we doing.
Right. I mean, I think it's different types of fans. I mean, you can't lump everybody together. I think some people just kind of they don't have as much football knowledge, or they just kind of like.
Well, I don't think it's about football knowledge. I think a lot of my main question I asked to a lot of CU fans when first time we have a conversation, who was your team before? And a lot of times they never really had a team. So I don't think they understand.
That would be more of a fandom person, because it's not about. See, I base my football knowledge off of me knowing football, not about did I have a specific team for me to qualify. My qualifications, I know football. So when I talk to you about football, I'm talking about whether I'm talking about Georgia, what I'm talking about. I choose to talk about Colorado because I made it clear why. But I can talk about anybody's team. So if you're talking more fandom than me, if you say you have to have a team to qualify to talk about football, not talk about football.
I'm not asking you to qualify it. What I'm asking is, it gives me a basis of who I'm talking to, because B. Watt say, hey, I like Alabama, I like Nick Saban. So he understands structure, process, discipline, and what it goes into to be a 10-2 caliber team, because he's watched it year after year after year after year.
I mean, we all in Georgia, right? I'm in Georgia. So the reality is, I say I know football. If I follow football, I don't have to be a fan of Georgia to follow Georgia. So you say everybody's a fan. That's not true. I can just
everybody is a fan though.
No, what I'm saying is, if I watch, because I don't have to watch every Georgia game. I don't have to be like I'm doing Colorado to be paying attention to it. A fan follows everything. A fan knows all the players and the stats.
But my thing is, you're a fan of Colorado.
Right, I'm more so a fan of Colorado right now, but you can't tell me that if I didn't do the same level of support with a team before this, that I can't speak. Well, because I don't. This ain't normal for me, but I know football.
Yeah, but people ask those type of questions, just like if we was at a bar and we was talking about marriage. Question to you would be, are you married? And if you would say, no, I haven't been married before, you wouldn't understand what I'm talking about as far as a marriage, right or wrong.
No, that comparison would be.
No, answer the question though.
No, the answer would be that's not equivalent. Equivalent would be, have I ever watched football before? And now I'm talking about football.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
I heard exactly what you. That's not a good
comparison. How if we're having a conversation about marriage and I'm having a conversation about fandom, or I'm speaking into credence to fandom, if I'm talking about this particular topic
about fandom.
Right. If you have no knowledge in it you haven't been.
I don't have knowledge about being a fan, but I do have knowledge about football.
But who's to say what your knowledge is? Because we're talking about a team.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but see, you kind of mixing, because
I'm not really mixing though.
If we're talking about marriage, the topic is marriage.
Right.
So I can't talk about marriage but if we're talking about football, the topic is football.
No, the thing would be football. If I probably would, if me and B. Watts is both married, right? I would know probably a little bit more. Me and him probably have a little bit more to school you on about the marriage game.
Right, because the topic is marriage.
Right.
So we're talking about football. The topic is football. I can talk about football with anybody because I know football and I play it.
But we're talking. Yeah, but the game of football is. So when you talk about football, where does football end and stop and start at?
What that question is just very broad. What are you asking me?
Exactly, because it's a broad scope. You see what I'm saying? Like, just because you say you know, like, okay, when you say you know football, what does that mean to you?
It means exactly that. We can talk football and I can talk about it. I don't have to talk about a specific.
Are you talking about on the field?
I'm talking about all the way around. But I'm saying, if we talk about football, we can talk about it. We can talk about it on any level. But if you say, well, before we talk about football, what's your favorite team? Oh, you don't have a favorite team. We can't talk about football. That's ludicrous.
Well, who said you couldn't talk? My thing is, I say I get a basis upon if we're going to see it similar, because you, like I said, if I asked B. Weiss, he said Alabama, he had a team.
Right.
So I'm going to me and him gonna have a certain type of understanding because we both watched Alabama.
Right. So that's why I'm saying we're not the same, because I don't base my watching football based off of like I may be with Colorado now, but that ain't what I normally do. So you may be. I'm a Miami fan.
What you normally do?
I just watch ball, man. I don't do what we doing right now.
So you a Miami fan?
No. I'm saying, like, I heard you're a Miami fan.
Yeah,
so
I'm a Miami fan.
You have a team, and you always had a team, and you do kind of like what I'm doing. So you feel like,
okay, let me say, that's not
my thing. I just do Colorado.
Okay, cool. Look, we'll move it forward. I just want to say this. This is what I mean when I speak about having a team. So I'm a Miami fan, right? And so if anybody, you watch ball, right? So you know about Miami, right?
Right.
So you know, for the last, we ain't been really a top tier program since the 2000s, right? So with that being said, year after year as a fan, I had the same expectations y'all gonna have for y'all team. I'm thinking we're gonna win every game, we're gonna run the record, we're gonna win the ACC, right? But when I look at it year after year, we're not getting it done. So when I say we're not getting it done, I have to dive into why we not getting it done. See what I'm saying? And so it could either be the coaching, it could be the O-line play with subpar, it could be the quarterback play with subpar, maybe even the defense, maybe even the defensive staff, maybe we didn't have the right scheme, maybe we got out coach, right or wrong, right? So as the year go on, the next year, what's gonna be the problem? The quarterback. Then the year after that, it'll be whatever issue it is when it comes to ball, because you say you watch football, right? And so that would be
but I think that's what we do, though. I mean, I think I know my channel done it. I think we watch. I think that's what we do. We point out the things. We just not running around here saying Colorado gonna go 12-0. We point out the challenges, and I think when the season get here, we will be able to do that week by week. But I mean, ain't nobody sitting around here they're saying they're gonna go 12. Oh, I mean, I think you got us confused. I mean, from that, I don't know about other people, but I'm saying we talk about the challenges, with the line and with the
we talk about all their deficiencies. Even the coaching staff. We talk about their deficiencies on the coaching staff. We talk about the deficiencies in player development. We don't talk about
the line. Talk about all of that. I ain't no hard feelings, but
we just don't go week to week and harping on that. We try to look at the positive side of Colorado because we are representing Colorado in a positive way. That's what we do on this channel. But if you want to disagree with us, we don't mind you disagreeing. Long as you just do it down in the chat. That's all I mind. But my thing is, like I said, Laudar, I brought it up. I don't mind you coming up anytime. I appreciate your insight in football, because Greg said, Rod the Man Media and Coach Dre, they talk highly of you, brother. So that's why I brought you up. And I got 10 more minutes. I don't mean to cut y'all out. I got 10 more minutes to do this show. But Laudar, I'm gonna give you the last minute because me and Greg gonna end it with
listen, man. Salute, man. Listen, I come get at you guys come season, because like the off season talk, I don't think y'all really want to talk about it how I talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. So when it comes season time and these games come around, I'll be watching and tuning in. But as far as when I really want to talk football as far as ideologies, and you feel this way and I feel that way. Like what the film say? Like, let's get into that, because we all can say, well, I feel this way, I don't feel this way, I don't like how you. Okay, cool, whatever. But at the end of the day, the game got to be played on the field. At the end of the day, so all the ancillary things y'all might say about this, that, and the third, and whatever Coach Prime might be, are cool. But when the ball kick off, all that go out the window. Everybody is football players. At the end of the day, they got to run, throw, pass, kick, punt, and do all that. So when that happens, we'll run it then. You know what I'm saying? But I think Colorado have, I think they go bold. You know what I'm saying? At best. You know what I'm saying? But that other, I don't see it. But one more question for y'all go, so I can know. I'm gonna write it down. Greg, so you got them going what?
I mean, I'm looking at 10-2.
You got them 10-2, and B-Watch, you got them going what?
I'm not giving them a flat score, but I'm saying I'm just thinking.
I got their floor 8-4. I got the ceiling 11-1.
11-1, and Big 12 champs, both of y'all.
Good possibility. They gonna play in the game.
Okay, and what about you, Greg?
I'm identical.
Okay. All right, man. But like I say, man, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Good luck to you fellas. Man, like I say, we want to do it again, we'll do it again. But come season, I feel like the conversation to get a little bit more deeper.
We'll bring back.
You notice I said that before you came up, right?
No, that was cool. But, I just came up here. I've been trying to get at my man D. White. Like I told him, I respect his mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why
I respect yours too.
So,
I push back. Hey, Law.
Your strength is
Hey,
when the
Law.
game, when the seasons hit, and we kind of break it down. That's. But right now, we
Yeah,
ain't talking
that's
about
different discussion. I like pushback on the show. It's different perspective. You know,
Okay.
I just don't want to denigrate no coach or player. That's the only thing I don't want on my show.
But I don't denigrate players because that's not
I'm
really my
just saying
game.
that's what I don't want it to lead to that because I'm gonna tell you what's going on. I got sponsors that watch my
Right.
show, right?
Right.
And they sponsor. They like things I do, and that's why they spend their money.
Right.
And when the company spend their money with me, I try to protect the
Yeah,
brand.
you got
So me
protocol.
and
As you should.
cause as next month, they've been watching all my shows, and I got a company that like Greg and the way he break
Yeah.
down stuff, and he's funny. They like that, right?
Yeah, I'm a
And he
fan of
put
y'all.
comedian stuff in it, and he real.
Yeah.
And it's the
Right.
Hyatt
I respect it.
Hotel. They gonna
Right.
start sponsoring our show. I meant to tell you this, Greg, but I can tell you now. They gonna sponsor our show start next month. So I give you the details, and like I say, I'm gonna split the half of the proceed with you because you part of the show, and all mine.
All right. Like I said, I appreciate both of
Like I
y'all for
say,
having
and also,
having me on.
yeah, we're gonna bring you up, bud. We ain't got no
All
problem
right.
with that. I ain't
Yeah,
got.
check your email too. I sent you an email.
I got you beat up.
All right, bet.
All right, stay good out there, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, blessing to you. All right, Greg, let's end the show out, man. We got 8 minutes. Like I said, Greg, I want to appreciate you, man. I appreciate your insight. Appreciate your friendship that you have brought to this platform of mine. Like I said, you do your own thing, but you make time out to come and be with me on Thursday. I knew when I was starting this, I knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted, and I knew who I wanted. So when I saw you on your platform, at first I saw Raw Demand Media. I like them, so I got what I want out of him and Coach Drake. They good at what they do. And I saw you. I said, man, and I found out when I saw your ticker coming down on your screen. I said, man, that's a 404. Hey, he from Georgia.
Yeah.
So I was telling my girlfriend, I said, oh, I need to get contacting him. So I contacted you about coming on. And I said, man, I got to build this thing. I got to build this thing up. Even though I got a small platform, I know Greg sounds like he know Colorado football, and me and him on the same page. And I kept telling my sponsors, I said, hey, you need to check us out on Thursday night. Man, they checked us out for 4 weeks in a row. And I had forgot all about it. They hit me up Tuesday. And matter of fact, she told me tonight. Her name Rose. Hey Rose, how you doing? And she said she would definitely talk to the people in charge of sponsoring because she's one of the directors of the Hyatt in Atlanta, and she is over the Hyatt in Texas. So she said she will. They agreed to sponsor our show starting off a month in June, and if we continue to do good and we get the viewership, they're gonna start it back up when the season starts until the season ends. So that's the agreement I have. I got to send it. I got a fax of the paperwork. I said I'm gonna do it after the holidays to get it started, so we have time to sponsor the show. Matter of fact, she also got a business, a personal business that she wanna do some things with her too. So I just want to share that with you, man. I appreciate you, man, taking out the time. You ain't missed a show yet, and I appreciate you, man. It's gonna be rewarding to us, and also I'm trying to get the broadcast on Spectrum or Comcast. I done reached out to them. And there's some things they had in the guideline that I need to straighten up now. I understand like the sound and whenever the internet go out that in light. So I got to probably upgrade my internet to get it more better. And I'm working on that. Just want to share that with you, bro. I appreciate you, man. You one of a kind. You stand on business, bro. You stand on business. That's why I like about you, man.
Yeah, that's not, when you got to be, when you're talking about different stuff, you got to, I guess it's an art to debate. And I know when the season get here, it ain't nothing to debate when the season get here. It is.
No, it ain't. It's hard. Hard thing to talk about doing it. Ain't nothing going on.
Yeah, I mean, when the season comes, we're gonna see it all. That's a given. What the team gonna look like, how they play. It's gonna be on them at that point. Everything we're doing at this point is just projections. Just
right. Oh yeah.
That and the basis of our projection, I think we clearly articulated, and it ain't nothing to do. It ain't nothing but to articulate it. You can't twist me up on my point. But I just think at the end of the day, people got to be very clear. You got to be very clear. Colorado is a different team. And what they did last year is not the basis for this year. It's not like we brought the same team back. We didn't bring the same players back. We didn't bring the same coaches back. So on one end, that's a negative thing.
Right.
On the other end, you're a fool to kind of make that your basis. And it's nowhere on this planet Earth where that's logical. You got to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. There's never a point where you can compare apple to orange. And so at the end of the day, that's what I think we're going to see. We're going to see a difference. To what degree, I don't know. But I have my theories. And at the end of the day, I expect Colorado defense to be a lot better.
Oh yeah, it got to be. It can't be no worse.
I think we kind of broken down. I don't know what people at, but I think we broken down on why and where they need to be better at. I don't think we need to have an offensive line that's perfect. I don't think that.
No.
I don't think that we need to have all of that. I just think that it needs to be better than last year. And what I mean by better is less pressure up the middle.
Yes.
And also to have Shador add another second and a half to him. That's all we can ask.
That's all it needs
for you to be, Pro Bowl talent.
Right.
So that's what I look at. That's my logic. Now I don't know everybody look at all the other stuff. I'm looking at if you can add another second and a half to him, get him sacked less, and have less pressure up the middle, by default, the game's gonna look a lot of different because we seen no matter what the clowns say at the end of the day, we're looking at the fact that Shador he was right on their necks with no line. Call it what you want. That's reality. That's not being a fan. I ain't got to be a fan to see that. We can pull up the schedule and see the scoreboard. And it's like, hey, they had a bad line, but they sure was losing by 3 and about 7. And they had 50 sacks. So, by this common sense tell me you cut them sacks down, it's going to look different. And the same thing with the defense. The defense don't have to be a world beater.
All
they have to do is stop you from scoring more than offense.
True.
So that's my logic, and I saw that with JSU. JSU, people don't know. Everybody talk about JSU. They ain't even follow JSU. When they was actually JSU, the strength of their team, their defense was they were known to not let teams score over 21 points.
Okay.
They didn't shut nobody out, but they was known for keeping teams below 21 points. And the problem was Shador was going to always score more than that, and that's why they had an undefeated team. You can talk about all the other stuff all day, but that's how games are won. I score one more than you. And my logic is if I can get Shador to the point where he's already at, keep him cleaner, keep him satisfied. He already was putting up 30 plus points a game.
True. With a bad offensive line.
So now we're gonna be at 40. So what is it to say defense? Just keep them at 21 and less. What that mean? You win, right? So that's what you talking about records and all of that. You getting too cute. Just look at I'm gonna score more than you.
I got you. I like that take. I agree with that take, make it so bad. Like I say, it's okay to disagree. I mean, it's okay to people have their own opinion. Like I said, I appreciate Lauderdale. I appreciate his side of the view. Everybody ain't a CU fan or everybody ain't a Deion Sanders fan or a Coach Prime fan. I get that. I get that all day. But if you know football, you got to look at the job. If you following and if you on YouTube, if you on different people platform and you don't watch Colorado last year and you're looking at the players that they done brought in this year, you got to say they don't got better. If you don't say they ain't got better, now that's a fact.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If that hurt to come out your mouth to say that on our show, I'll say I ain't gonna give them that credit on that show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey,
it's like if they is or they ain't.
But I get it though. I get what's going on. I get the game. I ain't slow to the game. I might be slow to YouTube, but I ain't slow to the game. I know what's really going on. But still, like I say, Greg, man, we're at 2 hours now. I got to get out, man. I got to get ready to go to work in the morning. But like I say, bro, appreciate you, man. You want to give it the last word and let's talk about the sponsors. We get a chance to talk about the sponsors tonight, man.
Hey, I mean, I like I say,
let me put this thing up, man. Oh. I ain't got a stolen at the bottom screen. Can't do that. We got to get them in. Hold on, Greg, before you go. Y'all bear with us.
Well, I just tell them, when you're talking about Proverbial Enterprises, senior living consultants, that's local in Atlanta. A lot of us, some people in Atlanta, anybody in Atlanta, is just a service to the senior community, helping with senior living transition, senior living placement. It's a service in the community in the Metro Atlanta area. So if you know anyone in the Metro Atlanta area, parents who are looking to move into a assisted living or independent living care community, the senior living service is available. And so the phone number, as you see on the flyer when you put it up, and also proverbialenterprises.com.
Well, my internet ain't working right. I got to upgrade. They told me I need to upgrade my internet. I'm with Spectrum, man.
Spectrum.
Yeah. They told me I need to get some pod. What is? I got to look that up. I got to figure out what they talking about them pod.
What's that?
For your internet service, told me get some pods.
Are you talking about like
PODS?
Yeah, let me know what you say. I'm thinking about adding like extensions, like router extensions and stuff like that, and make it sitting stronger from room to room. But I'm sitting right on top of my modem. The weird thing about it is when I had my Ethernet cord connected, it do more foolish stuff than just me. I don't even connect it, and it's running better. It's supposed to run better with the cord connected, but it don't. So
also I did an interview with On3 guy. A lot of them talking about the internet. Sir, I did it through the YouTube, the YouTube app, and cause whenever I go solo, that's what I do. Cause when you do stream, you got to do a lot to set it up. Yeah, so I just do it when I go solo. I just go with the YouTube app, and sometimes it'll freeze up and all that. I'll be saying, man, what's going on? And they will tell me it's your internet service ain't strong enough. So
yeah, it's weird, man. Sometimes it be the computer, sometimes it be just the speed on computer, and then like I said, I plug my Ethernet cord to computer and it's worse.
Right.
So, who knows? Just keep working with it.
Yeah, keep working with it. What I try to tell them at Spectrum, and I'm talking about adding the broadcast on channel 17 up there because it's a cable access channel. And that's what they tell me I need to work on. Because I saw the 4 shows that we done.
Somebody said Wi-Fi repeaters.
Huh?
So they're putting in the chat Wi-Fi repeaters.
Oh, they said that's what I need.
Repeaters.
Wi-Fi repeater to help with the signal. Okay, I have to look into that. But yeah, that's what they're saying I need to clear up. So, like I said, I'm trying to get the broadcast air in Florida, Georgia, Texas, and Colorado. So I got stuff I got to clean up on my end. Some stuff I got to do to see.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The season is coming, so it's gonna be real interesting.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Let's wait till the season start, and we can do it for what I told them. They asked me how long the season gonna start. I said about 3 to 4 months. Depends on if they make the playoffs or not. And I said we'll have to go look at that. But anyway, I'm tired of fooling. It won't act right. I ain't doing nothing. Won't do right.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta get done. Excuse me. But man, you want to say some last word before we go?
I appreciate y'all hanging on. We had a special guest, and it had a little extended time. I think a lot of that's what it looked like during the season, man. After them games, it'd be a lot of that. I know, especially with other platforms, a lot of it's very entertaining right now. Like you said, we're in the in between time. Everything people say, hey, well, that's theory. Well, everybody theory, theory. So right now we in theory mode, and the rubber gonna meet the road in a few months.
Yeah,
it's kind of fun. It's not fun, but everybody show up when Colorado losing, but the energy don't be the same when we win. It kind of get kind of boring. So it's like it's a kiss.
So Greg, you were doing your YouTube content creator last year?
Yeah, man, I started that. I really started right before the season, as far as the Greg said it. And that first roll, man, everything was rolling. Everybody was excited. And it was like boom, 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 boom. And then all the people, like, you start seeing people on Facebook, like, I didn't even know you was with Colorado. Like, everybody all of a sudden was with Colorado. It was like, this was weird. Like, everybody posting it. It became like a thing. And then as soon as they lost, it all went away. So you know they wasn't really with Colorado. And then all of a sudden the people like we got here show up and talk. But when it was winning, they don't show up. They don't have the same energy. So it's like their energy is only based off of Colorado losing.
Right. Yeah. Well, I see that now.
So you want to win, but like the clowns that be in here talking, they don't show up when
they don't show up there. But they gonna show up when they lose. Yeah, they always do that. But like I say, like I just started. Like I said, I just started in I think I started January the 7th. January the 7th I started, and I'm here. I can't wait. Like I say, I know it got a long time to wait for the season start when I started, but like I said, I'm gonna try to weather the storm until the season starts. Look like I done did it, and I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, y'all go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you don't mind. Like I say, and thanks to you, Rob, the man, me, and Coach Dre, and y'all got a special tomorrow night with Life and Football. Colton, me and him doing a special tomorrow at 9 p.m. So we're gonna be doing that, and on Sunday, I got who I got? Me and Raw, man. I'm bringing. I think Coach Fleet. Is it Coach Fleet? I got. No, I got on three back again. He coming back again. He said he gonna talk to Coach Fleet. See could he come on with us and all that. And I said I was gonna mention you if you want to come on. I'll shoot you the link if you want to on Sunday. If you want to, I know you do your thing on Sunday, but I said I was gonna shoot you the link if you want to come up. You can do it anyway. But like I said, that's what I got. So tell everybody what you got going on this week, bro, and where they can catch you at before we end this show.
Hey, same old thing. Greg said it. Like, share, subscribe. We got, like I said, it's going to get a lot more entertaining as this thing pick up. We don't have to rush anything. That football season, when they go fast. I remember last year we got out there and man, everybody was ready for the season, and then the season just kind of took off. Even with all the drama and all the losing, that you just got to savor the moment. So, man, we're not rushing nothing. I respect the off season. Like I say, that's one thing I learned from last year. Just respect the off season. We don't have to rush it. It's gonna come fast enough to see, and then we got to savor the moment because every year gonna be different. Everybody's saying it's gonna be better next year. You don't know. You talking about what you don't know. Once Shador and all these guys, Travis Lee, it's a whole different element. Everything looked different. It's going to be different. Just that's what Jackson people didn't understand. It's going to be different.
Oh yeah, huge. Yeah.
The characters in the movie is different. Sometimes you have the first movie would be a classic, and you try to redo it, and it's like, oh, it ain't good as the first one. And that's my reality. So, man, we just got to savor this moment. Don't rush it because this is a unique time. And I believe not only they can win, but they got to win because this is one of the best teams that they put together, regardless of what the haters say. Oh, they ain't put together. This is one of the best collaborations of talent. As far as them gelling, that's one thing. But the amount of talent together on this one team, like he said, other people don't even know about it. They looking for numbers, but we know. So, man, we're gonna get to see people kind of get caught off guard. Like, what is this? And hopefully it'll be a good run, and man, we can ride that wave. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. We go live on Sunday, 12:30. Videos throughout the week, so y'all better catch it.
All right. Like I say, I appreciate you for joining me tonight. Also, like I say, if y'all not doing anything tomorrow, me and Life and Football Coaching will be going one-on-one tomorrow for a special at 9:00 this Friday. And I think the topic is I think I already made up. The boys are back in town. We'll be looking at the Colorado first 6 game. Also, we'll be talking about that on Sunday. Be Raw the Man Media, and I also be watching Greg on his live at 12. Still at 12:30, or you gonna change it up since the holiday weekend?
We'll go for 12:30 for now, but I always let people know. Make sure that y'all subscribe. I'll shoot it in the community and let you know. But right now, 12:30. Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe to Greg Said It. And if you don't mind, go over to Sports Talk with B Watts Entertainment. Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate each one of you if you're doing that. Bro, until next time, man, be blessed. You have a good weekend.
All right.
Appreciate it. All right, brother. Appreciate it a lot, dog. Appreciate you, bro. All right.
I'm Bernard Watts of Sports Talk with B Watts Entertainment. I just want to say special thanks to all the business that have sponsored my broadcast so far. I appreciate each and one of you for advertising during my broadcast. Don't forget, this Thursday at 8 p.m., Greg said it, will be on the program with me. You already know how we do it. This Friday will be a special program. I got Life in Football. Comin, he will be joining me. Also, we'll be talking about the boys are back in town. And on Sunday, I have a special guest with Rob the Man Media and Coach Drake. On 3, Philip Dukes of On 3 will be our special guest. That's Rob the Man Media, one of the best YouTube creators out there, along with the legendary Coach Drake. We're going to be bringing you this Sunday broadcast at 8 p.m. Come on out and hang out with us. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed.